Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen news. Alpha 3.23 is now in Wave 3, so more people have access to it in the PTU. We've got a newsletter update and a summary of the Star Citizen Live, which was with the UI team, and a Q&A with them. Moreover, there's a new Alpha 3.23 PTU patch as well that I want to dive on into, but let's start with the newsletter. Alpha 3.23 is now open to Wave 3 testers in the experimental public test universe, EPTU. Experience master modes, the character customizer revamp, the introduction of fauna, changes to arena commander, and more. Keep a lookout this weekend as well, as the EPTU build is set to expand to further waves. Plus, play your part in repelling the Xenothreat menace by volunteering for the Overdrive Initiative. All of those missions are now available in your contract manager of your Mobiglass. These 5 phases of the Overdrive Initiative are going to be available until the 6th phase starts, shortly after the release of Alpha 3.23, with the Xenothreat event that we've seen run a few times before, which is now classified as Phase 6 of the Overdrive Initiative. This week's sneak peek was of a fire extinguisher. We know Cloud Imperium are working on fire. Fire is going to be important as an environmental hazard, but also as a mission objective. It's going to be part of the engineering gameplay, and putting those fires out is going to be important. They're going to suck up oxygen. They're going to cause damage. They are going to cause players to fall over as well. There was a Star Citizen Live Q&A with the UI team. I just want to do a quick summary of that. So let's have a look at some of these questions. With the map, are they adding more filters so that we can find specific things? It's something that they want to do, though not the priority right now. In the future, though, for example, you will be able to see amenities or search for specific shops or shop types or a shipyard, things like that. Bam, filters, find exactly what you want in a landing zone or whatever. Will markers that we save be persistent if we log out? The goal is yes. It won't be in 3.23 though, but there are technical challenges that will be done with server meshing, and then you should be able to save them sort of permanently. You will be able to place them in interiors and in space as well. Will you be able to share these locations with other players? Yes, that's part of the design. In the future, post 3.23, you should be able to share your markers with other players and even sell them if you want. It's going to be an important part of that exploration gameplay, base gameplay, sort of exploiting materials for salvagers and miners. Any progress with multifunction displays or the ability to land more easily when in first person in a ship? Yes, they're working on improvements to MFD landing, so a radar, something like that. They want to be able to show terrain around you. It will probably be low res, but it should show you what's going on around you so you can land more easily on uneven or rough terrain. Are there any other readability updates for the UI in 3.23 and the sort of holographic effects that were causing issues? So they want this to all look cool, but it must be easily readable. The holographic effect has been a bit over the top recently. They are still dialing this in. They want to get it to the right tone. There are graphical fixes underway as well for color corrections, sorting of names in the lists of points of interest, etc. Are there going to be accessibility options? Yes, but further down the line. They want options to help people with color blindness, font size, etc. As they continue to develop the UI and transform the legacy UI into the new one, this will become much easier, and obviously they will have a range of options here. What can we expect from the Mobiglass apps in the future? So there are some apps that they haven't updated yet, but they're working on updating all the apps in the Mobiglass. Knickknacks will have a full overhaul too, and even organizations will be having its own app with full functionality of being able to organize and do stuff with your org members. Why does the circular quick interaction menu, the sort of personal inner thought menu, look so different from other UI menus? So it's not the UI of the world and physical things around you, it's something in our mind. It represents your thoughts, but they're still working on it, and they want the UI to be somewhat different though, to go, look, it is not a physicalized thing in the universe, it's not diegetic, it is in your head. Will there be a means of locating our ships that are further than 20 kilometers away? Right now, the ship will stream out when it's too far away, and then it's harder to have that location. It is something that they're going to be working on, as it's something that will become increasingly important, so in the future, yes. Are we getting more customization of our UIs in the future? The first drop of lens and visor layouts will start to help with customization. At the moment, they're focusing on making the UI be its best, and then we could start looking at customization after that. Some other little bits, there is UI widescreen support with a slider allowing you to select your resolution, and that's going to be dependent on your monitor and all that sort of stuff. They are working on different zoom levels as defaults for weapons and gear, and they are going to update the open mobiGlas animation at some point too. We also have a new Alpha 3.23 EPTU patch that was dropped on the 26th of April, basically Friday night. So there have been various quality of life updates to the star map and transitions between star map and interior map. The Lorville money map has had a polish pass. They've adjusted the top left region of your visor to show lore zone widgets when in a vehicle. They've retuned the Cutlass Steel to be in line with other dropships. Copian fauna can no longer be stunned. They've lowered shield regen times when swapping operator modes. Shields regen too slowly when returning back to the SAM speeds. At full shield health, the recovery time of a shield from nav mode to SCM mode is now 3 seconds for a size 1 shield, and an additional second per size beyond that. They made cloud performance optimizations. Atmosphere and cloud ray marching can be expensive to reduce GPA overhead. They've scaled down the ray march step count for parts of the screen that are occluded by near-field scene objects. This should mostly affect very high and photo mode settings. They made even more optimizations to Vulkan, entity streaming network performance, the planetary nav mesh, and dynamic crosshairs. They also fixed a ton more bugs. Now, there are still more bugs to fix, and there are more improvements to be made, and lots of optimization and performance things that CIG are going to want to do before this goes to live. I'm actually expecting an open PTU, so pretty much anyone that wants to try out the PTU, probably later this weekend. Though, even if it isn't, because they haven't got time, whatever, it's going to turn up real soon, an open PTU, so expect it early next week, if not this weekend. I still think we're going to have Alpha 3.23 live on or around the 2nd of May. It makes sense. It's a Thursday, so CIG can sort of hammer out a hotfix patch if something goes wrong. They're going to want to get 3.23 out and any new ships and vehicles out with it before Fleet Week, which is sort of like going to start mid to mid-late May. They also have to run the sort of Xenothreat event. There's a lot they're trying to pack in, and I just think they're going to want to try and get this out the door ASAP now. And the patch is in a pretty good state. Someone asked me the other day, was I concerned that it might be another 3.18 situation, basically saying, could the patch launch and just be unplayable for everyone? Can't log in, just it's terrible. There's always a chance of that. It's just incredibly small with this one. This just looks like to be a update to everything, an improvement to everything, the best patch we've ever had. Although people will obviously, mileages will vary when it comes to certain things, and there's going to be people saying master modes are terrible, or the fact that they haven't got the hangars and the cargo updates in until the 3.23.x patch later in the 3.23 cycle is terrible. I'm really looking forward to all of that stuff later in the 3.23 cycle, but also everything that's coming in 3.23. I do think it is the most meaty patch we've had in a long time. It is the most important patch we've had in a long time as well, because it brings over all of those refinements and optimizations from Squadron 42, making the FPS segments of everything just feel a load better. And you've got things like the server crash recovery, and there's just loads of improvements there. Really looking forward to 3.23 going live, and I hope you are as well. Really interested to know, when do you think it's going to be released to live? Have you been enjoying playing it in the PTU? Do you have any worries? Are you just like, yeah, it's going to be awesome? Are you playing in the Overdrive event? Are you looking forward to the end of that with the Xenothreat improved event coming out as well? Whatever your thoughts or questions, I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Welcome to Jurassic Park. You want to see the wonders of the internet and protect yourself online? Come to Jurassic Park with the link nordvpn.com/BoredGamer, or click the ones below. They do move in herds. Nord was so preoccupied whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should. Not only do you get big savings with that link, but also top-tier encryption and servers with no limits or borders. I want to be from sunny old England. I don't know why I'm doing an English accent. I am English. Or on the Isle of Newburgh, where the Jurassic Park set, then you can. You can be a clever girl. But remember, you didn't say the magic word. I can't remember any other Jurassic Park quotes. Get NordVPN today. Every month we have a ship giveaway. For April, we're giving away a Hornet F7C Mark II, that latest medium fighter. It also comes with a lifetime insurance and a game package, so you can play Star Citizen, bam, just with that. It's all you need to play. And if you get involved with the Overdrive Initiative missions, you may be able to upgrade that to an F7A Mark II. Just comment on any of my videos made during the month to be in for a chance of winning that. Every video is effectively another chance to win. Thank you so much for watching until the end of the video, and thank you so much to the people that support the channel and go that extra mile with the join button under my videos, giving a little bit each month. They get some exclusive content and badges and help shape the channel a little bit, but also help allow us to make a video pretty much every day. There's also Patreon for people that are interested in that. Any of the affiliate links below my videos help support the channel, but so does commenting and liking and subscribing and sharing these videos too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the verse.